there is no need to work in any particular order, but we might want to put the entrance position in. And if I zoom in over here, you can see that the little rectangle that represents the entrance there is 9.31 offset from that line there. So if we come back over here and modify and pick offset and pick the object to offset, and I've set that 9.31, we can just indicate the side and in goes the little marker line. So we're going to put a rectangle in here to represent that, that portico. So we can right click to exit from the offset command. We need to watch that fairly carefully. Sometimes people will stay in the one tool. And now we're going to draw a rectangle, and we'll use 2 points. So I'm just going to put one down, and then we'll move it into position afterwards. So we'll put it down over here, and I move, and the opposite corner I can use the at sign. That means relative to this particular point. So I can say at 3.2 units or feet, comma, and 5.1 is the other dimension that I need. And there's our little entrance portico. We can pick it up. You'll notice that we've got a central point here, so I can pop it down like so. So I'll just roughly put it in position. We know we're going to line up with that line, so what I will tend to do is put it down like so. And now we can move this portico to that intersection. We could select the move command or just click onto the center there and then just move it by eye. It depends how accurate you would like to be. Let's do it with precision. So I'll just move it back off again, and I'll escape from there, and then I'll pick the modify move command. Where are we? Up the top. Move. The prompt says select the objects. We select them. Now we're asked for a base point. Well, the point we want is this point here, the midpoint of there, and we're going to go to the intersection of those two. So on my toolbar, I've got the intersection icon showing. You might have to reorganize your toolbars to pick that particular one up, and I'll snap to there. So now it meets precisely where we want it, and we can erase. So that's how you would put the position of the portico in position here. In the design showing on the right, there are some lower level steps that lead up into the portico. But for what we're trying to do at the moment, that looks fine. You might just trim off the line that runs through there. Practice using the trim command. So trim. The cutting edge will be this edge here. Now you'll see that this will fail. I don't think we can use a rectangle as a cutter. We'll try. We right click, select the object to trim, which in our case is that central line, and yeah, it did work. Sometimes you may have to explode or break the rectangle up into its constituent pieces. So now we have pretty much the bones of the accurately drawn site, and we can now start to create our design. We don't have to slavishly copy the design over here, but we're going to copy some parts of it just to illustrate some of the techniques you would use as you're building up a more complex drawing than the one or design that we've done so far in this series.